Atlanta News First Plus starts now with a First Alert Weather Day.
Hey there, everybody. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Rodney Harris. What a morning we had in North Georgia. Quite a bit of showers and storms that rolled through the region for your commute. The reason why we saw those storms this morning is because of this storm system that you see on your screen right now. It's a classic cold front, a classic fall frontal system. So the cold front that's going to give us more showers and storms later on this evening, that's not even here yet. What we saw this morning was rain that moved in ahead of a warm front. And typically that's just sort of rain, but that had some punch to it this morning. So we did have some wind damage in metro Atlanta. A lot of you were under severe thunderstorm warnings earlier this morning. Thankfully, that severe weather is out of here for now, but we do still have rain that'll continue through at least lunch in North Georgia. We'll get a break this afternoon, and then as that actual cold front starts to move in, those showers and storms will start to redevelop this evening. So here's a look at the forecast model. It's changed just a little bit because of the rain that developed earlier this morning. What happened with that rain, it was a lot of rain, and it's going to take a little bit of time to move out. So our timeline has been pushed back just a little bit. So here's what you can expect. We'll continue to see rain through at least lunchtime. And then after lunch, we do believe there will be a break throughout the early part of the afternoon. So if you have any errands you need to run or anything like that this afternoon, you'll be able to do that. There may still be a shower or two out there, but we do believe it'll be mostly dry, as you can see here with this model. That may actually continue through your commute home, and that did not pause. So I'm going to try to go back and show that model again. But about 5 or 6 o'clock, as you can see, still dry, and then those showers and storms rolling in after sunset, closer to 7, 8, 9 o'clock this evening. By the time we get into Wednesday, this entire system is out of here. So this is an event that's really just going to impact us today. So again, the afternoon will be mostly dry. We may be dry for your evening commute, but we definitely will see more showers and storms after your evening commute moving in later on tonight. And those storms may be on the severe side again. So we had a little bit of severe weather earlier today, break this afternoon, but later on tonight, when that second round of storms are moving in ahead of our cold front, rain is possible, lightning is possible, some isolated street flooding is possible. And we're going to keep at least the risk of some isolated strong winds, and even a quick spin-up tornado or two will be possible this evening and tonight as more storms move in. So I think the most important thing that you should know about today is there will be a break this afternoon. So you might think the rain is just over because there will be a lull in the activity, but don't let that confuse you, because there will be more showers and storms tonight in North Georgia, especially after your commute. So definitely stay weather ready. After we get past today, Wednesday will be a good travel day. No rain in your forecast. There might be like a shower or two in the morning, but the chance is only at 10% as this system is moving out. So Wednesday will be mostly dry in North Georgia. Your high is 67 degrees. For Thanksgiving, still turning colder, so 37 Thursday morning, 52 for Thursday afternoon. Grab the coats if you're going to be out and about for Thanksgiving. And then for Black Friday, 32, so freezing in the morning on Black Friday, and then 48 for Friday afternoon. Lovely days, okay? A lot of sunshine for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. It'll just be cold, and it hadn't been cold for about a week, so make sure and prepare for that. Now, getting into the upcoming weekend, Saturday's going to be dry, so you'll be in good shape on Saturday. But our next round of weather will move in Sunday, maybe lingering into Monday. So we do have a chance of rain in your forecast for Sunday and Monday. Keep that in mind for those of you coming back from your Thanksgiving festivities. So that's a look at your 7-day forecast. We are still in a first alert weather day. Again, we do have rain that's out there right now. That's still impacting you in North Georgia. We'll get a break this afternoon, but there will be more showers and storms moving in tonight. Your First Alert Weather Team will be here tracking it for you. Of course, you can track the weather for yourself right here on Atlanta News First Plus. We'll have an update on Atlanta News First at noon, and you can always follow your updates in the First Alert Weather app. In the meantime, to get you to the headlines for today, here's Maria.
And thank you so much, Rodney Harris, with your forecast, as well as a good reminder to have the Atlanta News First app downloaded on your phone, as well as the First Alert app, so that you can get notified. Especially this morning, we had a ground stop during the busiest flight day of the holiday travel period for Thanksgiving. So if you got that notification on your phone and you had an impacted flight, we were able to let you know so you can check in and understand your situation and adjust your plans. Speaking speaking of, we are continuing to follow some news around the Metro Atlanta area and breaking news from an appeals hearing that just wrapped up this morning following a fight involving Georgia high school football players. Let's talk about that for a moment. This is a story that we first broke to you yesterday, and you can take a look at your screen here as we're following a video of that brawl. Again, you can see that things quickly ramped up, and the Georgia High School Association now reinstating 4 out of the 39 originally suspended Gainesville football players after that massive fight. This happened during a playoff game against Brunswick. Now, Gainesville is just 2 wins away from making a trip to Atlanta to play for a state championship. The Georgia State High School Association made the decision to suspend the players following the fight, and this morning 4 of the players have been reinstated as part of that appeal hearing. Now, Gainesville School District officials are continuing to defend the players involved, and you can learn more about that and who the reinstated players are on our website on atlantanewsfirst.com. We're going to continue to follow that story. Our Atlanta News First Neomani Watson will have an update for you during Atlanta News First News at noon. All right, and if you've been following this story out of Hall County, a massive drug bust involving, you guessed it, blueberries. You can take a look at your screen. We got photos from officials. Authorities discovering the fresh fruit used to smuggle drugs into the U.S. Now, Friday, agents with the Federal Bureau of Investigation said the Hall County Sheriff's Office and GBI found 419 kilos of meth. 419. Can you imagine that? So they were hidden in a shipment of blackberries. I know I said blueberries earlier, apologies. They were inside of a refrigerated truck parked outside of a home in Hall County. And that same day in Hall County, the sheriff's deputies and GBI agents found another refrigerated truck with another shipment, 300 kilos of meth hidden in a shipment of blackberries. So a total of 719 kilos were discovered, and you can see that just from the images on your screen, just the magnitude of drugs that we are talking about. Investigators have arrested 3 men in connection to this and are continuing to investigate. They do believe the drugs came into the U.S. from Mexico. And there is going to be a massive void in Georgia's 14th congressional district as that area of Georgia continues to follow the sudden and unexpected announcement of resignation from Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, making the surprising decision last week to step down from her seat as she continues through a public feud with President Donald Trump. Now, the two have broken ties on several notable issues recently. Atlanta News First political reporter Doug Reardon talked to the folks in Greene's district who are now trying to figure out what comes next.
New territory for Paulding County GOP Chairman Ricky Hess.
Congresswoman Greene set a bar in our district.
For the better part of the last 5 years, Marjorie Taylor Greene has served as the Congress member for the 14th Congressional District. But Friday,
and I do not want my sweet district to have to endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me.
After a lengthy feud with President Donald Trump over health care, the Epstein files, and other issues, Greene resigned from her seat effective January 5th, 2026. The announcement posted in an abrupt online video.
Honestly, I thought I must have been looking at an AI video when it first came up. I didn't expect it. Nobody I knew expected it.
Hess and other local party chairmen in the 14th are now preparing for what will likely be a crowded special election to fill Greene's seat. It could happen as early as February or March and then could go to a runoff. The district, which encompasses much of northwest Georgia, is solidly red, but local GOP officials won't rest on what's likely to be a Republican victory.
You still got to put the work in because at the end of the day, we're a red district and a red county for a reason.
Democrats are also clear-eyed about their chances in the eventual general special election. State Senator Sonia Halpern during this Sunday's episode of On the Record saying it's always worth the fight.
It is very red. I mean, those maps were drawn in such a way that is highly partisan to the Republican side. But I do think that, you know, it could be a bellwether, perhaps, on what may come in 2026.
Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
And Rodney Harris mentioned the impacts on air travel. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Today is the start of the Thanksgiving travel period. As I mentioned at the beginning, the FAA saying that flyers should benefit from air traffic control operations now that they've recovered from the government shutdown. Earlier this morning, we let you know about that ground stop. That has since been lifted. Flights are taking off again. Amy Kiley looks at what else might be in store for holiday travels.
Thanksgiving travel is taking off. AAA forecasts a record-setting holiday period between today and Monday.
In 2025, we've seen 8 of the top 10 busiest days in TSA history. We'll probably get a 9th and a 10th when this weekend comes and goes.
AAA projects almost 82 million people will venture at least 50 miles from home. That would beat last year's record. The association predicts almost 90% of people will drive, about 6 million will fly, and less than half that will choose other transportation. The FAA expects today to have the most flights of this holiday period. And
Thanksgiving week and Christmas week as well typically do see higher disruption rates.
some issues are coming up already. The FAA says a problem with an air traffic control frequency caused a ground stop in Dallas yesterday. Near Seattle, a pipeline leak is limiting jet fuel supplies.
Her flight got rerouted and delayed. She has to take a stop in Alaska because of the fuel line thing. She thought it was very inconvenient. I mean, she has to be on a flight for an extra 6 hours or something.
As air travelers plan for possible disruptions, the Transportation Secretary also wants them to consider how they dress. He suggests nicer clothes could make for nicer passengers.
Let's try not to wear slippers and pajamas as we come to the airport.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And holiday travel is an exciting time. It's not all bad news. If you have a person who loves to travel in your life, consider getting a holiday gift for them today. This Tuesday before Thanksgiving is often called Travel Tuesday. It is the time of year when deals and discounts are offered on flights, cruises, hotels, and even travel packages. So, some of the hotel chains participating in this include Hilton, Marriott, and Hyatt. Experts saying that the key to getting a great deal truly depends on the location and when you want to travel. Here is the catch. So unlike Black Friday deals, which can extend through the entire month of December, many of the travel bargains only last 24 hours. So if you have a destination for yourself, if you're thinking of someone as I'm talking about this, maybe hop online, do some research, see if you can grab a travel deal for you and your loved one, because you have 24 hours and then those prices are going to balloon back up. This is a good day to do it. All right, we're going to stay up to date on these stories and more here on Atlanta News First Plus. As always, we are staying on top of your First Alert forecast. We're going to keep you updated throughout the day in the First Alert weather app, as well as on Atlanta News First, starting at noon. Make sure you tune in and join us on air and online wherever you stream.
Thank you for watching ANF Plus. For more breaking news, live coverage, and your community stories, download the Atlanta News First app. You can also watch us on YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. To join the conversation on YouTube Live, visit our channel and hit subscribe. You can also listen to the Atlanta News First podcast by searching Atlanta News First on your preferred listening platform.